Hey there guys, I'm RVA Hiker Girl, and today I am at another Virginia State Park, and I am at a state park all by myself. There's not another single soul here. Maybe it's because it's December 23rd and everybody is at the malls shopping and doing their last minute errands to get ready for the holidays, but I'm done with my Christmas shopping, so yeah, I can be here at a state park and go out for a hike and enjoy myself. I'm pretty cold. I left a little bit later this morning to give it a little bit of time to warm up, but it's still in the 30s. And then with being on the water, it's pretty chilly. Yeah, it's an overcast day, as you can see from the sky. And it's supposed to be like this all day. Actually, the sun's right above my head trying to peek through the clouds. But anyway, did I say where I was? I probably didn't. I am at Belle Isle State Park, not to be confused with Belle Isle in Richmond, Virginia, which is part of the James River park system. This is Belle Isle State Park in Lancaster, Virginia, and it's in the northern neck of Virginia, and across the river, all the way on the other side, that would be the middle peninsula. So this whole entire park is a peninsula, and it's surrounded by marshes and the Rappahannock River here. So it is beautiful. And you can see a little bit of the beach down here below, which I see lots of bird footprints, maybe like heron or egrets or something walking around. But anyway, I'm gonna go explore this park, so come join me and let's go check it out. So I'm just exploring this little beach area before I actually get on the trail. It's too beautiful not to check out. The water is just as calm as can be. And I tried to get here a little bit later today because it is so cold. As I said, this is December 23rd and it's supposed to get into the 40s today, but right now it's in the 30s. So with that and being on the water too, whew, it's pretty chilly. All right, so I found the trailhead. So the first trail that I'm gonna take is the Porpoise Creek Trail, and then I'm going to connect several other ones to go down to Brewer's Point. So, all right, let's go check it out. All right, so on this Porpoise Creek Trail, there is an observation blind. So let me go check that out. This is pretty cool. This is the observation blind, and those white birds that I'm trying to identify are right outside of the blind in the water, right out there. So that's why I'm talking so low. So here's this blind. We're gonna go inside. Oh, it's really cool in here. They have it painted. Cool. There's like ducks and stuff painted. See if I can zoom in. Oh, there they are. They look like swans to me. I can't really tell. I'm still a little bit too far away. All right, I finished up the Porpoise Creek Trail, which was where that observation blind was. And now I'm going to be heading, I think, let's see, going on the Watch House Trail, and then I'm going to follow it around to Brewer's Point. So yeah, so heading down this way. It looks like we're on like a, this used to be a plantation, so there's still a plantation house on the property. So the trails so far just took me through a cornfield, and I bushwhacked a little bit after the observation blind, but boy, there was a lot of briars, and then now we're back on like a service road. So anyway, all right, let's go see what we can find on this trail. All Alright, there's the trail marker for the Watch House Trail. And look at how pretty that is out there. So the observation blind that we were at earlier is down on the left, which you can't see it. And then that is the Rappahannock out that way. So we are heading out to the peninsula. There are several trails here, but the one that I was most interested in was Brewer's Point, to the trail that actually takes you out on the peninsula. So that Porpoise Creek kind of took us around. The creek that starts with an M, whose name escapes me, that one over there. So just a little evidence of how cold it really is. That's ice. Broken pieces of ice from this mud puddle here. Here's some more. So this trail that we're taking, the Porpoise Creek to, I think it was the Watchman Trail to Brewer's Point, is on all trails. You can find it. They have the trails broken down separately, but I wanted to do them all, and there was one recording where they were all together. So it's 4.8 miles. They have listed, but with me exploring around the parking lot at the visitors, well, it really wasn't a visitor center, it was just where the picnic tables and stuff were, right where the water kind of opened up in the beach area. It will definitely be over 5 miles. But all these little openings, like up here on the left that you see, you have to be really careful if you go off of this road, because this is all marsh, and you might take a few steps off and you're on good footing, but then it's going to turn very wet and soggy very quickly. This is very reminiscent of my Jamestown hike, which I will link at the end, because the Jamestown hike I went on was a peninsula as well, and it was also surrounded by marsh, except for that was on the James River and not the Rappahannock River. So I can already tell it's going to be windy when we get out to this point, because this part of the river is moving much faster than the part of the river where we were at the beginning, where the parking lot was. Wow. So pretty. Sun's still trying to peek through up there. There's a little beach down here. This would be a great place for eagles. Haven't seen any though. Hey guys, we are at Brewer's Point, and to the right and to the left look like here's some camping pads, and looks like there's a porta potty and a fire ring at that one, and then there's a spot right there. Definitely would be awesome to camp here. And scattered through the woods, there are several more. And here, there's a few back in there, if you can see them. I'll zoom into that one. This one right but they have it opened up. Oh, it looks really pretty. The river is definitely moving a lot quicker on this end of the peninsula. And this little beach area right here. Nice and calm right here. And then over here to the right, I'll zoom in over here. There's some homes right on the water over here. So as you can see, it's still overcast, but that's okay. And I thought that it was going to be chillier out here on the point, but it's really not, so that's nice. The camping out here is really nice. It looks like there's maybe 6 to 8 camp spots out here. This park is about 892 acres, so it's not a huge park. And a lot of it is shoreline right here on the Rappahannock River, so just as calm as can be. There's no wind today. It's overcast and it's a little chilly, but not too chilly. I think it's probably in the 40s now because I can take off my gloves and my hands aren't freezing. But yeah, so anyway, this is an in and out trail, if I didn't mention that before. And there's several little side trails that will take you out all along the water's edge, whether it's on the creek side or the river side. And there's one little loop down here that I'm gonna do on the way back that kind of takes you around by the water. So yeah, but a beautiful day and having a little solitude. That's cool. It's a possum right there. Can you see his face? He's turning around. Hello. Something moving out of the corner of my eye. Hello, little possum. I originally thought that maybe this was turkeys out in this field, but it's actually geese. I think I might be breaking the rules. What do y'all think? I don't think I'm 12 years old and under. All right guys, all done. So definitely the highlight of this park are the creek views that you get from that little observation blind and the beautiful views that you get of the Rappahannock River. There's not a lot of beach like there is at some other parks like Westmoreland and York River and that sort of those sort of parks, but there is a little bit for you to enjoy. The All Trails app gives you an option to do stars, like to rate parks, and most of the time I do like all 5 stars, but I would probably give this one 3 out of 5, and this is why. So when I got here, the restroom facilities were closed, and I know it's probably because they're winterizing, but I kind of feel like if the park is open, the restroom should be open, and of course I hike when there's no restrooms around, and of course I have my TPE and everything that I need, but I just feel like that they should probably be open. And then you're really not on trails while you're here. You're kind of down a service road, you're out in a field that's been bush hogged, and maybe in a clearing and an opening, and it kind of weaves you around, you know, a field basically the whole time that you're on trail. So you really don't feel like you're in the woods, kind of like on a trail. You just feel like you're on a road like most of the time. And you know, I guess that's okay, but it's not my favorite type of trail to hike for sure. But anyway, it's definitely beautiful. There is not a single soul here, tons of birds. So if you are a birding person, I've seen great blue herons, I've seen some white swans, I've seen Canadian geese, I've seen blue jays, cardinals, robins. I've seen some other little small brown birds that were very loud. I don't know what they were. I saw a possum. I saw 2 deer when I first got here, and I was making a lot of noise because the outer shell jacket that I had on was rubbing with my arms as I was moving, so I think that probably scared just about anything away. And I do have my hiking boots on today, which by the way are hurting my feet because you know I like my trail runners, but I put these on for some added warmth with my tall darn tough socks today, so my feet aren't quite used to my hiking boots. But anyway, come give this park a try, see what you think. If you've been here, what did you think about this park if you've hiked these particular trails? Like this right here is the best part, I think, of this whole entire park for sure, are all of these water views. And I mean, it's just beautiful. And yes, it's an overcast day, and I would get some better shots with pictures and video if the sun was actually out, but that's okay. Not every day on the trail is sunny, right? Some days it's raining and we have bad weather. But anyway, all right guys, well let me know if you've been to this park and how you liked it and how you compare it to maybe some of the other Virginia state parks that you've hiked as well. I'm gonna link the Jamestown hike at the end of this video so you can see how it's kind of similar to this hike. All right guys, I'll see you guys next time on another hike.